but remain attached to thinking and running around in the mind is a recipe for a difficult life of suffering and struggle because you're living a life in a dream. Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Anything works. The goal here is just to find something comfortable where you can sit for the next 20 minutes without moving around. An upright back is preferable, however, don't let that limit you. You can lie down, you can even sit in a chair. Just find what works for you. This is also an open eye meditation practice. We don't want to close anything off. Closing your eyes, and I know maybe a lot of people online will do this, so close their eyes and go into a mudra like this. But closing your eyes during meditation develops this, or it can develop an attitude of hiding, of needing something to be different in order to be at peace. And we're not changing anything here. Instead, we're going in the opposite direction. We're not going inside, we're not going outside. We're just becoming completely accepting of this moment. So it helps to keep the eyes open. And of course, if you've learned to practice with the eyes closed and you feel more comfortable doing that, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances here. Only if your eyes are open, go ahead and just lower them down. Leave the screen alone. Just kind of look downward, about a foot away from you. We're not staring or analyzing anything, but we're also not blurry and buzzy. We just have a nice, light, clear gaze directed downward. You're in a nice seated and comfortable position. Your eyes are open and down. There's really nothing to do here. We're not achieving something. We're not changing ourselves. We're just sitting down effortlessly. Completely effortless. It's easy to get meditation confused because we want to get somewhere, do something about our problem. And it's true. Most of you listening to this voice right now, your mind is scattered, divided, sick, lonely, worried. And meditation isn't here to solve that problem. Meditation is learning to accept whatever arises. So notice how you feel right now. Maybe you have some negative emotion, maybe some sort of pain. Or maybe you're just neutral. Just notice it. Don't try to notice it, just notice it. There's only this instant. There's only your experience and the contents within that experience. But most of the time, we're listening to the chatter in our head, the thing that is always talking about our experience, liking things and disliking others, worrying and remembering. But we're not here to do any of that. And the truth is, these thoughts, they happen in the same way your heartbeat happens. It happens by itself. Yet because you identify your personhood with thinking, you suffer. You attach to every emotion that comes and goes, and every thought. And you believe you are this thinking, but you're not. So instead of paying attention to these thoughts that go on through your head, bring your attention to the lower belly, below the navel. Notice how this area expands when the breath comes in, and it contracts when the breath goes out. Just leave the chatter in your head alone and rest your attention gently in the lower belly. And I'm probably catching you thinking about something. That's okay. Just return to the lower belly. Gently. Don't force anything. Accept what is. And again, I'm probably catching you thinking. Return to the lower belly. Come back. Come back to breathing. Lower belly. Completely effortless. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to breathing. Come back. Come back to the lower belly. Regard what you see, feel, hear, taste. Regard everything that you experience as a dream. Regard it as unreal. But there's one thing that cannot be unreal. What is this thing? It's not even a thing. Regard everything as a dream. What remains? Some people call it consciousness, awareness, emptiness, God, Buddha. Throw these names away. What are you? All right, you can look at the screen. This whole practice, everything that we're doing here, isn't spiritual. It isn't special. It's waking up from needing the spiritual, needing the special. In fact, it's waking up from those concepts altogether. The one that's looking at this screen can be experienced in two ways. One is the normal one, the scattered mind. It has you feel to be a person. You have a name, a story, a history. You have plans. This is me, my identity. That's one way. And the other way is recognizing what sees this screen that you're looking at, what sees it before you think about it. Before thinking arises, what sees these eyes? See, it happens before you make it a name. Stay there. And you've woken up. But remain attached to thinking and running around in the mind is a recipe for a difficult life of suffering and struggle. Because you're living a life in a dream. Don't dream your way through life. Wake up from the dream. Wake up from the dream of being you. There's nothing else worth doing. Thank you for your time today, and I'll see you tomorrow.